Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channels, all my subscribers, all my future subscribers, all my, hey, let me check this dude out, all my scallywags, my peaches, my triggers, my lovers, my haters, each and every one of you, I want to welcome you to my channel. You know, I think, you know, for some reason I start thinking about the Filipino girl. And, do we really look out for her? I mean, a lot of us, take for myself, I am 68 years old. I'm in relatively good health, outside of the fact that I smoke, which I'm determined to stop today, So, I mean, you have a day counter on here, for how long it lasts. But I'm short winded, but I don't wake up in no heathen, cough, spell or something like this, or I don't have trouble walking, but there are a lot of us old guys who come here, and we collapse on top of a young, beautiful Filipino girl, and you wonder what's going through her mind. I mean, sure, she's there because she wants to, but then again, you're wondering like, wow, I know she much rather have some fertile young stud, climbing on top of her. That's only human nature. But yet, and still, like I know I'm starting to think about my health a lot more than usual. Not my health, but my immortality. I'm starting to think about it more. When I first came here, I only gave myself 10 years left to live. Actually, I am. That was my own personal life expectancy. You know, um, and although I try to do what I can to to be active, I know it's not enough. And now I hear it in my breathing. You know, I you know. I know Mia hears it. Mia used to say, I hear you breathing, and like it was like, wow, yeah, yeah. I can't when she puts her head on my chest. I can't hold my breath so she can't hear me struggling for air or anything like that. But sometimes it does hurt me thinking that she shouldn't have to put up with this. You know, she shouldn't have to put up with the you know um, you know the how do I say the deterioration of a man. But then that's what it is. We are deteriorating, deteriorating right in front of their eyes. You know, and as much as a Filipino will be there for you to help you, to do for you, you know, it's a beautiful thing. I know in America, or other women, they probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't do for you for what a Filipino would do for you here. You know, so you try to at least um, I justify it as, look, I give you everything you want, whatever you need for you, your kids. I make sure you have. All you have to do is just don't say no and be there when I want you. You know, and and bite the bullet. If you need to, if you find yourself in a situation that whereas that, I doubt your gag reflex is ever going to come into play with me. But if you find yourself in a situation whereas that, you were wishing you were somewhere else, well then, so be it. But I just want to touch on that because sometimes in the Philippines, you see old cats. I mean, old cats are in walkers. And you know. Granted, they have a beautiful Filipino, but it's is it fair to them? I mean, are we really being good to them or cruel to them, that they have to tolerate us, you know. But tolerate is not the word, Fair exchange ain't no robbery. I mean, let me tell you, fair exchange ain't no robbery, you know. But I know today when I woke up, I feel my breathing. I hear it, and it makes me wonder, you that I got more yesterdays than today. I want to try to bring a child into this world. I spoke about it to you once before. That's also one of the reasons why I came here to the Philippines was to, get my teeth fixed, my glasses fixed, and to have a baby. That's something that I wanted to do while I was here in the Philippines because I always wanted the chance to do it over again. Missing out on what I did with my own daughters. You know, and sometimes it scares me now. It scares me to, think about having a child left here in the Philippines. You know, it's and it's something I think about. Um, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. You know, the Filipino culture is the Filipino culture. It's a beautiful culture. It's a beautiful culture for Filipinos. You know, but if I had my way, if I had my child, I would want them to be more exposed to the Western culture and incorporate the Filipino culture, embrace the Filipino culture. I definitely would want it to learn its native tongue, speak Bisaya and Tagalog. But there are some aspects of it, watching, you know, uh, you know, just watching, her, Mia, interact with her boys, and sometimes I substitute that with her interacting with a child that I would have, and you know, um, and sometimes it's, you know, sometimes it's not that it scares me, but it makes me wonder, I mean, how would that play out with my child, you know? So right now, I'm in a space, where I'm thinking about my immortality. I told Mia that if I get to age 69, which is my next September, and if she's not pregnant, then I'm going to give up having a child. I don't want to have a child. Because that's that's what 5 years, 5 6 years of life with it. Which granted, it'd be the best 5 or 6 years of growth development in that child's life. But the point of the matter is that I would like to be able to have more of an influence. Now I've been around. I remember we had a magazine called Mad Magazine, where H Newman, E Newman, or whatever his name is, Mad Magazine, and one of the editors of the magazine, his son was my friend, and his name was Ricky. And his father was so old that he was almost bedridden. And Ricky was my age. Ricky was a pretty young guy. And I remember, you know, you know, um, the lack of compassion or the lack of care that he directed toward his father. I mean, Ricky was set for life because he had a lot of stock options in Mad Magazine. But then just watching, him coming going in and out of the house, his father in the bed, not moving or can't get up or trying to talk to Ricky, and Ricky's gone like this, you know, it's it's a pretty sad sight to see. You would think any child would want to take care of their parents, but not oh well, you know. So anyway, I thought maybe that if I got to the age of 69 and Mia's not pregnant, or we don't have a kid, or she's not pregnant at the time, I would give up having a child because that's putting it too close to I that's like my anticipating to live to be 80 or live to, I mean, like I said, I only gave myself 10 years when I moved here, but I could stretch it out if I just probably take better care of myself. And that seems to be something that's on my mind these days is taking better care of myself. I eat a lot of vegetables now. I don't eat meat that much. I have one piece of chicken a day, and I don't eat pork, and I stopped eating junk food. I don't eat food out anymore. I went to that brunch and everything, and I just had a little egg and just something to say that I ate, but I don't eat out anymore. So um, it's just it's just my trying to uh, be more concerning over what I put into my body. So my message, I guess, would be is that to the Filipino girl, I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to put up with my old ass, But then, I hope some way along the line you get some joy or you get some righteous justification for being here with me and putting up with me, you know. You know, I'm just happy that you're in my life, Filipino girl. I know the way I live now, I cannot live, anywhere else in the world other than here. I know in my own country, I cannot live the way I live now. In my own country, I could not afford to live the way I live now in my own country. In my own country, uh, I couldn't have a girl like I have here in the Philippines in my own country. So there's a lot that the Philippines has given to me. There is a lot that I love about the Philippines. And I'm not going to bash anybody or bash a culture of women or color woman or whatever like that. It's just the way it is, man. You know, um, you know. I'm just glad that these last days or these last years of my life, I'm spending them in the Philippines. You know, and I'm glad that I am honest and sincere with my life to know that this is what I'm doing. You know. So, we got a few more months, to see if Mia gets pregnant before I close the door on that chapter. But I sure like to have a child, you know. But anyway, okay, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see a vision. And the best revenge in life, my friend, is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer of The Temptation, once sung, my friend, make them feel like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like us, make us feel like a king. And never say no, even if it's killing us. I'll always love you more. Stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you soon. Peace.